Welcome to Season of War. Tonight we have an exciting game. This morning we have an exciting game.
Yeah.
It is not the night, but today we're playing a game of Age of Sigmar. No surprise there, probably.
Yeah.
But this will be a good matchup. Actually, a rivalry here.
Fighting for Dad's love.
Yes. Also, Josh, welcome to the channel.
Thanks.
Great to have you on. Also, wanted to give you a big shout out because you are one of our amazing local tournament organizers.
Thanks.
So, TOs. Obviously, pillar of the community, made all the events possible for us.
I'm pillar-sized, yeah.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate it, Josh, so want to say it while you're here. Appreciate and love your TOs. But anyways, jumping into this game, we have a big match here between your Lumineth Realmlords.
Yeah, not yours.
And, yeah, my Idoneth Deepkin. So the first time someone, well, yeah, I guess
someone else, yeah.
someone else's Lumineth army has been on, yeah. And much different than what I typically run. You got a couple foxes. A couple, you know, three's a crowd, but yeah, we got that going on, yeah. Yeah, and we will jump into that in a moment, but first, just want to mention, obviously, our printable scenery that we always use. Give a shout out to X Planet, our local game store, and then talked about the mission. So we're playing the Vice today. Roll that one up. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much to say. Obviously, you have some shooting firepower. I do have some shenanigans as well. Couple turtles. Actually, I'll again get into that in a moment.
Not battle line yet. But...
Not battle line yet. But Josh, do you want to jump in and take us through your army first?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm playing Zytrek today. My general is the Lord Regent. So he has Fast Learner for the extra unbind with the reroll. And he also gets Gift of Kelenar, Selenar, how do you want to pronounce it, for the 6-up forward save.
Yep.
I have Severith, who is amazing. Everyone loves him, right?
Yeah.
Flies across the board, shoots you, fights back, can't touch him. Sounds good. Sorry, the Regent also has 2 spells, comes Zytrek. He has Total Eclipse and Lambent Light. I also have a Wind Mage, and he has Guiding Flurries and Transporting Vortex. So shoot further and get out of trouble.
Yep.
Sounds reasonable. I have 2 units of 10 Wardens. One has Lambent Light, one has Total Eclipse, just doubling up on all the spells in case something dies.
Yep.
Makes sense. I have 30 Sentinels, big surprise. They have Protection of Hish, so they can body themselves pretty good with that. And then I have 2 Spirits of the Wind to round it out to 1950.
Nice. So good bit of triumph there as well.
Yeah. Because the Sentinels went up. I had Lightstorm before, but not anymore, so we'll see how this goes, yeah.
Fair enough. And first time we're seeing the foxes on the channel. I've been trying to get one page up for months, but it just keeps getting pushed down the backlog.
I had to force myself. The spiral thing is nuts.
Yeah. So anyways, facing off against them is Teclis's original children. We got the Idoneth Deepkin here today. I'm playing Morphon, a different sub-faction, not Dompain or Futhon. So excited to see these guys. Excited, they've started teasing some of the new sub-faction rules, so hopefully we get a good diverse range in the new book.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
But here, the only reason to take Morphon is because I have a Soul Render.
Did you paint him last night, right?
I did paint him up last night just for this. I primed him over 2 years ago. Oh, finally, you know, had a use for him. Got him painted up. The reason I'm doing that, and the reason I have a Soul Render, is because I have a unit of 30 thralls. This is something that, like, you know, people 20 to 30 thralls have talked about for years and years.
For a while,
you know, they could be good, but now that they have 2-inch range, they're actually potentially viable.
They can do stuff, yeah, exactly.
And I do have a 30 block of thralls. Could run 20. You're probably only getting 20 in max, but the 30 just gives them an extra, you know, wound pool to stay alive.
Blade of Wounds, yeah.
And so I always have guys to bring back, hopefully. And yeah, so that's my first battle line, and then I do have an Akelian King as my general, which unlocks Eels as battle line. Having 2 units of Ishlayan guard the defensive Eels to
makes sense.
Pretty much soak up the shooting.
Yeah, if only there was no mortal wounds or something.
Yes, yes. It'll be great against your foxes, ignoring their rend.
Yeah.
But the mortal wounds have a good chance of chewing through them.
Yeah, for sure.
And from that, that's 2 of my heroes. I also have a Soul Scryer who's deep striking with those 2 units off the board. Just helps with mobility and wanting to get the thralls in place, gets them in the right position, as well as helping them get in with the charge.
Yep, exactly.
Last hero I have over here, you wouldn't have seen in the hero shots because he's hidden, but I have my little crab here proxying as Lotan, because I don't have a Lotan model.
Nobody does.
Nobody does. And I wanted to pick one up last minute, but X Planet one of the few things they didn't have in stock, but Lionel's bringing it in for me. So excited about that. And rounding things out, I have 2 Leviathans today. Very excited to run these 2 guys. I did take a Warlord Battalion, so I have a mount trait on both of them. One of them is Ancient, and then the other one has the Reverberating Carapace. So yeah, that's going to be exciting. Hopefully we can get in, see them do some work, as well as the 30 block of Thralls. That's really the big story.
Yeah, it's going to be the thing.
And that's pretty much where we're at. You were a 1-drop here.
Yep.
I was not. I had lots of drops, so that pretty much
lets me pick.
Yep.
I think I'm going to take first, actually.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. With that, we'll be jumping right into it. Round 1, Lumineth Realmlords going first.
The Lumineth battle tactic is aggressive expansion. The Lord Regent uses heroic leadership, which Lotan fails. The Lord Regent casts Greater Power of Hysh on the Sentinels and the Wardens. The Wind Mage casts Guiding Flurries on the Sentinels. The Sentinels use an Aether Quartz and cast Protection of Hysh. The Wardens cast Total Eclipse. The Wardens cast Power of Hysh. The Spirit of the Wind deals no damage to the Ishlan Guard. The second Spirit of the Wind also deals no damage to the Ishlan Guard. The Sentinels use all-out attack and deal 10 damage to the Ishlan Guard. Severeth finishes off the Ishlan Guard. Severeth and the Wind Spirits move using Spirit of the Wind. The Lumineth hold 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring 4 points.
Okay, so Lumineth, turn 1.
Yeah.
Did stuff. Forgotten Nightmares is pretty annoying when I have all this shooting.
Yeah, especially with the defensive eels.
Yeah, just the 3-up unrendable going through when I have Rend 2, Rend 3 shots. So I had to deal with them with my my Sentinels for the most part. Did 9 mortal wounds there.
Yeah.
Severeth finished them off. 2 Foxes did nothing to them. So the unit's 155. It absorbed like 1,000 points of shooting. Yes, so I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. It worked out for me.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. But now it frees you to move stuff, so we'll see how that goes.
You did get a lot of your spells. Your spells off though.
All the big ones. Yeah, got Guiding Flurries for extra range, Protection of Hysh on my Sentinels, so they're not going to get hurt. Total Eclipse, so hurts a little bit for you for whatever you have to use. Yeah, it was a pretty good turn. Got my battle tactic because they're right there in the corner.
Yep.
And yeah, hold 2. So I hold 1, hold 2 tactic for 4 points.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good turn 1.
Yep. Productive.
Yep. And with that, we can jump into the good guys. Going into Deepkin, turn 1.
This good soul stealing guys.
Yeah.
The Deepkin battle tactic is aggressive expansion. The Lord Regent uses heroic leadership, and Lotan uses their finest hour. The Soul Scryer, Soul Render, and Thrall's Deep Strike using Finder of Ways. The Leviathan uses all-out attack and deals 3 damage to the Sentinels. The Leviathan deals 3 damage to the Sentinels. Severeth and the Wind Spirits move using Spirit of the Wind. The Deepkin hold 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring 4 points.
All right, so Deepkin turn 1. We saw the fox tricks in action. Really, I did some chip shooting with my turtles, pretty much just trying to move everything up into engagement range. I told Josh that I'm going to win the priority here.
We've all seen this channel. So.
That's why I'm playing so aggressively. But really, I just want to get my thralls on the table and start getting them into position.
Yep.
If I wait, I have to get them on at some point, even if I knew I wasn't going to charge here, but that way I'll be able to move and charge next turn. So it's setting up for the future.
Yep.
Yeah, big thing here, because of the positioning of your foxes, I obviously came down outside of 9 of them. You position them super well where once you move, back.
12 inches back, yeah.
Yeah, that there was nothing in charge range for me. Yep. So limited in options, but I still wanted to come down again just to get on the board and start moving up. But I did some, again, chip shooting with the turtles.
Yeah, 6 sentinels.
Killed 6 sentinels, so starting to whittle them down, and they're the biggest threat to my army, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, and similarly hold 2 and get my battle tactic, so tie game, and we are going into a priority roll.
Here we go.
That's a 1.
That's a 2.
Okay, well, I would have lost ties anyways, so 1 wasn't doing nothing for me.
I'm taking it, for sure.
Okay, sounds good, so we'll jump into Lumineth, turn 2.
The Lumineth battle tactic is Savage Spearhead. The Lord Regent fails Heroic Leadership, which the Achillean King succeeds at. The Sentinels rally for free from the Shrine Guardian, returning 2 models. The Lord Regent casts Greater Power of Hysh on the Sentinels. The Wind Mage casts Transporting Vortex on the Wardens. The Wardens cast Lambent Light on the Thralls. The Wardens cast Total Eclipse, 2 CP for each. The Sentinels cast Protection of Hysh. The Spirit of the Wind deals no damage. The next Wind Spirit deals 1 damage to the Island Guard. Severeth uses an Aether Quartz for heightened senses and deals 2 damage to Soul Scryer. The Sentinels deal 1 damage to a Leviathan and kill the Soul Scryer. The Lumineth hold 2 and more objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring 5 points.
Okay, so Lumineth turn 2. Pretty good again. Like last turn, got all my spells off because the +1 to cast is insane, and I don't know, these dice are loaded or something. But everything went off. Got my Protection Hysh, Lambent Light, Total Eclipse. Lambent Light, though, was wasted because of Forgotten Nightmares. I tried to shoot the Thralls, and the...
Well, you put Lambent Light on the Thralls.
On the Thralls, and then the Soul Scryer, or whatever his name is.
I put him just on the tip there.
Yep, so I had to get rid of him first to kill the Thralls. Of course, Severeth, all my shots hit. 1 wounded, goes through, but it's not enough. So, wasted there, but it's okay. Kills another little character. I went for Savage Spearhead to have 2 in your deployment. And then cheekily, I was able to actually take your objective that moved this turn.
4 bodies on.
Yep, because they count for 2 each because they're 8 wounds, so it gives me hold more this turn, which is nice. So I get hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and my tactic for 5, bringing me to 9 points.
Yes, sir. And
for the favored Sons of Teclis.
Also, as we can see, annoyingly positioned with the foxes. But hopefully it doesn't completely stop us. And with that, we'll go into Lumineth, not Lumineth.
If you want.
Turn 2.
The Deepkin battle tactic is Conqueror. The Lord Regent fails heroic leadership, and the Achillean King uses their finest hour. The Sentinels use Rally for free from the Shrine Guardian and return 1 model. The Achillean King uses at the double. The Wardens redeploy, moving 3 inches. Sevireth uses all-out defense, and the Leviathan deals 2 damage to him. The second Leviathan deals 1 damage to Sevireth. The Achillean King uses Cloud of Midnight. The Leviathan uses Forward to Victory and deals 6 mortals to the Wardens with its Crushing Charge. The Leviathan stomps, dealing 3 mortal wounds to the Wardens. The Wardens deal 2 mortal wounds to the Leviathan and 2 mortal wounds to the Soul Render with their Moonfire Flasks. The Wardens use all-out defense, but the Thralls kill all the Wardens and deal 4 damage to Sevireth. The Sentinels deal no damage, and Sevireth piles out of combat. The Leviathan deals 11 damage to the Sentinels. The Achillean King deals 8 damage to the Sentinels. The Sentinels use the Indomitable Triumph. The Deepkin hold 2 and more objectives and complete their battle tactic, scoring themselves 5 points.
All right. Big turn from the Deepkin here.
Very big, yeah.
Wow, yeah. More than I hoped for. Oh, gosh, where to start? Big thing, obviously, you blocking me with Sevireth.
Yep.
I just was able to scrape around a little bit. All that did really was make my charge shorter.
Yeah.
Got a couple dice closer. I knew I was going to need a big charge, and the fact that you had 1 priority and then killed my Soul Strider.
Yes.
meant I wouldn't have the +3, so I was just banking on it. Sorry, excuse me, and I did roll a 9 with them, which was bait for getting as many bodies in as I did. So I was really happy with that. Obviously, when they were in, they were re-rolling ones from Crabtan.
Yeah.
And yeah, eviscerated the Wardens.
Yep.
Put 4 wounds on Sevireth, so he's down to 3 as well. Yep. The Turtle went in and did 9 mortal wounds, between his impact hits and the stomp, so completely maximum.
Yep, and the High Warden was all that was left. And
Yep, and then the Turtle and Achillean King went off, obviously.
And killed. I have 8 left.
Yeah.
So you killed whatever. Yeah.
20, I think, because you had rallied a bunch back. So.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, that's pretty wild. I didn't get to do my healing mechanic on my thralls because I didn't lose any.
Yeah, exactly. I threw my grenades, but not at him.
Yeah, you did 2 damage to the Soul Render.
Yep.
And yeah, I do take this objective, obviously, which is big because we were just talking about it. I hold 1, 2, and more now because I've taken both of yours. I hold this one.
Yep.
And that was pretty big.
That's pretty big.
That was a real big turn.
Yeah, we'll have to see for turn 3. So puts us both at 9. So
yeah. We're tie game right now, going into priority.
Here we go.
That's a 6.
That's also a 6.
Oh no! I was so excited.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta take it again to try and do something here.
Yep. So going into Lumineth, turn 3, no burning this round, but we'll just jump into it.
Yep.
The Lumineth battle tactic is Conqueror. Severeth fails Heroic Recovery, and the Achillean King uses Heroic Leadership. The Lord Regent casts Greater Power of Hysh on the Sentinels and himself. The Wind Mage casts Transporting Vortex on the Sentinels. The Sentinels cast Protection of Hysh. Severeth deals 3 damage to Lotan. The Hurricane Spirits deal a combined 3 damage to the Leviathan. The Achillean King uses all-out defense, and the Lord Regent deals 2 damage to him. The Achillean King deals no damage. The Lumineth hold 2 objectives and complete their battle tactic for 4 points.
Okay, Lumineth, turn 3.
Yep.
Did a bit of stuff. I got those Sentinels out of there with Vortex because they were going to be toast to the Turtle and to the King. I was able to get Severeth to move away with his monstrous 24-inch move, plus the 12. I tried to ding Lotan. No, because
you got 6 damage.
Yeah, I got 6 damage. What the octopus just matrixed or something.
So did 3 in the end.
Yeah, which is still fair. I had a small opportunity to try and kill the Achillean King. Didn't work out, but it is what it is. The 2 wounds to him, took nothing back, which is nice. Oh, for Conquer, sorry, on the one over here, so which is simple to grab. So I've pretty much switched my army from that side to this side. And yeah, 4 points for me. So Deepkin turn 3.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
The Deepkin battle tactic is Slay the Warlord. The Lord Regent uses their finest hour, and the Achillean King fails Heroic Leadership. The Lumineth use Rally and return 4 Sentinels. The Thralls use At the Double. Severeth uses all-out defense. The Leviathan uses all-out attack and deals 2 damage to Severeth. 1 wound left. The second Leviathan finishes Severeth off. The Leviathan deals 2 mortal wounds to the Lord Regent on impact, and 3 mortal wounds from Stomp. The Lord Regent uses all-out defense. The Leviathan uses all attack but deals no damage. The Achillean King attacks but deals no damage. The Lord Regent deals 1 damage to the Keelan King. The Deepkin hold 2 and more objectives, but failed their battle tactic, only scoring 3 points.
All right, Deepkin, turn 3.
Yeah.
So here, big plan. I had obviously still my 3 strongest pieces. Turtle just went over here, tapped this objective. I used them both to shoot off the final wounds, just exactly to the wound.
1 on Severeth, yeah.
Yeah, to finish off Severeth, which was just beautiful.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I sent my turtle in. I was thinking of battle tactics. I was like, I could do Ferocious Advance with potentially these 3 units, and I'm like, maybe I'll just save that for round 5. Just completely forgetting about Monstrous Takeover.
Yeah.
Because I went for Slay the Warlord, and that was obviously like,
yeah.
I was just looking for another one that was guaranteed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that one isn't. And we saw here a couple flukes. Not that you're +2 to save.
Yep.
But the big thing is,
he's still there.
Yeah. So I had, with all my attacks that went through, I had a bunch of Rend 2 where you're on a 3-up save, but you made them. You
all
basically,
of them.
Yeah. And you made your 2-ups. I only needed 1 to go through.
Yeah.
All my attacks made all the saves.
Yeah, because it was you charge into me and then you stomp me and then he's promoted to something.
Yeah. So that denies my battle tactic.
Yeah.
Which again, that's why I should have gone for Monstrous Takeover or something guaranteed.
Guaranteed, yeah.
But just completely mind farted on that one when I was thinking of what ones I had available to me. So I did though move my thralls into the center of the table, trying to lock down that objective. Threw my Ishlan as a screen to the Sentinels and Foxes, so it's going to be hard for you to take that middle point.
It's going to be rough, yeah. You have a lot of stuff there. So
while I am down 1 point now from failing my battle tactic, hopefully I'll be able to hold the center and make that up.
Yep, well, let's find out. Here we go.
Going into priority. That's a 6.
That's a 5.
I win. No ties this time.
Nope.
And we will jump into Idoneth Deepkin, turn 4.
The Deepkin battle tactic is Monstrous Takeover. The Lord Regent uses Heroic Leadership, and the Achillean King fails Heroic Leadership. The Lumineth use Rally and return 4 Sentinels. The Leviathan kills the Lord Regent. The Hurricane Spirit uses an Aether Quartz for heightened reflexes, but the Leviathan still deals 2 damage. The Achillean King deals 2 mortals on impact, and the Leviathan finishes off the Wind Mage with its Crushing Charge. The Leviathan uses Smash to Rubble and destroys the Shrine Luminor. The Deepkin hold 1 objective and score their battle tactic for 4 points.
All right, Lumineth, turn 4, winning priority. Just let me...
Deepkin, turn 4?
Oh my god. Elves, turn 4. That way I can't fail it. I can't be wrong. Just solidified my position. Yeah, I clearly can't believe how much I mind farted the previous turn about battle
tactics. There's
also Savage Spearhead.
Yeah, which you just run some stuff. Yeah.
But here, I just did Monstrous Takeover, getting my turtle within that one. Moving him back there, as long as the turtle's still alive, which he should be.
He should be, yeah.
Next turn, I'll be able to do Savage Spearhead with 2 monsters.
Yep.
For the bonus point. But again, just solidifying the center here. This turtle finished the Lord Regent off in shooting.
Yep.
Which let me charge into the shrine.
And the Wind Mage,
Yeah, the Wind Mage, and between the 2 of them, they did it just on impact hits with the mortal wounds.
Yep.
And then the turtle
knocked my house down.
Destroyed the shrine with his monstrous action just because we can. And then that's pretty much it for my turn. And again, I have a 30 block of Namarti backed up by a crab in the center. So
we'll have to see.
Yeah, going to be tough to crack, but we'll jump into Lumineth, turn 4.
The Lumineth battle tactic is Broken Ranks. Lotan fails Heroic Leadership. The Lumineth use Rally and return 1 Sentinel. The Sentinels cast Power of Hish. The Sentinels deal 7 damage to the Echelon Guard. The Hurricane Spirit finishes off the Echelon Guard. The Hurricane Spirit deals 3 damage to the Thralls. The Lumineth complete their battle tactic for 2 points.
Yeah, it's Lumineth turn 4.
Yep.
I couldn't do too much. He has way too many bodies in the middle.
Like 3 less now.
Three less, yeah, which will probably come back. Actually, automatically, they'll just come back. Yep. Did broken ranks on the Echelon Guard. Sentinels and the Foxes were able to do it and took them out. And then, yeah, I shot off 3 Thralls with the last Fox, which, again, doesn't matter for anything. I don't have a hard time. A hard time chewing through all the bodies here, but we're only what 1 point apart right now.
Yeah,
so,
I'm just up 1. So
yeah, you never know. So yeah, 2 points for me for my battle tactic, and yeah, priority.
Priority. Yep.
5. Here we go.
Let's do it. That's another 6.
That's a 2. It was going to be a 1, so
3 6s in a row. I told you I was going to win priorities. Just later in the game.
Later, yeah. The foresight is what it was.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
With that, we'll just talk through Lumineth.
Or Deepkin, yeah.
Deepkin phase. So, really here again, I'd have a little shooting for chip damage, but I don't think it really matters too much. You actually are hiding, so I might not get it all. What I'm going to do: Savage Spearhead. Put this turtle here.
Yep.
Run this guy up here.
Yep.
Run this other turtle here. So I'll get Savage Spearhead with monsters.
Yep, which is good.
Have them both on the objective.
Yep.
And then also throw my Killing Cane up here.
Everyone's just going to go hang out. It's a party.
And then lastly...
the Marty party.
At the end of my Battle Shock phase, I'm going to bring back 3 plus D3 models.
Perfect.
For 6 models.
Yes. Well, thank goodness only 3 died.
Yep.
So.
And we'll put them right over here. Just to protect this little turtle.
Sounds like a plan.
And that's the end of Deepkin turn
5.
Turn 5.
Yep.
Do you want to see how much you can do?
Well, I'd go for Warlord, I think. Yeah. He has 2 wounds left.
Yep.
Which should be easy enough, which we can roll it out and
sounds good.
See how it goes.
All right, well, we'll just jump into it quickly then.
Yeah,
go into Lumineth turn 5, see if you can slay the Warlord.
Kill some stuff, yep, sounds good.
Let's do it.
The Lumineth battle tactic is Slay the Warlord. The Lumineth use Rally, but return no Sentinels. The Sentinels cast Power of Hish. The Sentinels deal 6 damage to the Thralls. The Achillean King uses all-out defense, but the Spirit of the Wind slays him.
Okay, yeah, so Lumineth turn 5.
Playing for pride.
Yeah, there wasn't much I could do. I went for the Warlord and I slayed him vigorously.
Yes.
With many arrows. And then just went for a cheeky charge into the Thrall, see what I could do. I killed, what, 10 Thralls?
10 total through this turn.
Between shooting and combat, which is not the worst. But yeah, you have like, what, 15 Thralls plus the 2 turtles.
And 2 heroes.
And 2 heroes. Yeah, and then you actually killed the Fox that was wounded as well. Yep. Just enough, again, to do it. But I do my 2 points for Warlord. Yep. I have Prize Sorcery for my grand strategy. But it looks like this one might go to the...
Round 5. There's 1 point game coming into this, but because I took the center,
that's the
writing was on the wall that I was just going to eke ahead this final couple rounds.
Exactly.
And yeah, pull ahead. Looks like I'll be 3 or 4 points up.
Which is really close.
Yeah, so very close.
I'll take it, you know. sometimes you let the less favored son win.
Yes,
yeah.
well, here, we took that victory.
Yeah,
Nobody let us. But big things, actually, playing against Lumineth, it was very enlightening.
Yeah.
Actually, there's weaknesses that you know an army has when you play it.
Yeah.
And I really saw those playing against it. I don't play against Lumineth very often.
No, you play with it a lot more.
Yeah, this is one of maybe 3 games I've played against Lumineth.
Well, the big thing is like Forgotten Nightmares, right? Like having to target the front things.
Yep.
I'm shooting like eels that are unrendable or Aether Wings sometimes. Like, woo, feels really bad when 1,000 points of shooting goes into, 3 eels, right?
And that's the thing. Well, like, even that too, you do have like the mortal wounds.
Yes, which is a big weakness for...
Yes, but here it really shows that like outside of the unrendable, that hurt the foxes quite a bit. But the big thing was it just shows in general like Lumineth, like they have the scalpel damage. Yeah. But they don't have
the DPS check is a thing. Like
they struggle, and that's something I really felt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like when I play against giants, I think I'm like 0 for 5 against giants. You can't. It's 100 and some odd wounds, and the mortals don't do it, and it's too unreliable with the foxes. Yeah, so
that's where it's like, for me, the best success was with the wardens against guardians. But then it's like, you also have to like lock them down with spells, get lambent light, so you're making sure you're killing them and not getting hit back, because if you get hit back,
yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Lumineth is definitely a scalpel army, 100%.
Yeah. So this really, I felt like really showed it.
Yep.
It was definitely fun throwing 2 turtles around.
Oh, it looks amazing too. Yeah. So
the one kind of like didn't have as big of a role, but just even the chip shooting.
Well,
5 bodies back here, taking the objective from the foxes.
You fight for that one for 3 turns, right? And this one kills my warlord, knocks my house down. They do it on their battle line now too. So go by 3.
That'll actually be really neat. Yeah. Here, I only have the 30 thralls painted in. I wanted to run them in one big block, so I had to ally in the king, or not ally in, but make the king my general. To make get more battle line. But you could just do this. Yeah. The 2 turtles and 30 thralls is your 3 battle line, which will be. That's one thing I think I am excited for with the new book. Obviously, I'm very. I'm pretty much just waiting to see where the allegiance abilities pan out. That's going to be, I think, a big thing for the army. But it's going to be fun being able to like just do way different combinations of units with the different battle lines.
It's refreshing, for sure.
So that'll be nice, because I feel like the last like 5 to 10 games I played Lumineth or Deepkin. Yeah. My list has been pretty similar.
Yeah, it feels very samey, right?
Yeah, where now there's going to be a little more room to do some wild things, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, I'm excited for Lumineth's book next year. One book every year, so we'll see how that goes.
And looking at the thralls themselves, I lost 10 in the end. Yep. I still have 20, so that's why I ran the 30 block, because if you kill a bunch, they still have all of their output.
And like the extra damage and attacks and stuff too against. Because Lumineth has a bunch of 1 moon models, right? Yeah. They're self-sufficient, but like if you're doing an extra attack against them now, it's not as good. Yeah. Or against big things like the foxes, the 4 thralls did the last 4 damage they needed to kill it, right? So they're good.
They didn't get to do much just in this matchup of like having the speed. The thralls didn't shine. Yeah. But that one turn they got in, they did work.
Oh, yeah, a lot. And, just blew those wardens up.
Yeah, Lotan was huge in that reroll ones with that volume of attacks. The Soul Render brought 3 guys back, but again, keeping the unit topped up. It made it so that you're really hesitant to go for the thralls. Right?
Oh goodness, yeah. Their output's still crazy, right? Yeah,
so and you can't chip them down because I'm bringing 4 to 6 back.
And I can't target that guy because you're too scary.
Yes, exactly. So
it's a nice combo for sure. And then
and thank you for 2-inch range. Thank you.
Yes,
because that huge. Honestly was like in Deepkin communities and conversations you talked about, like for years we've talked about like Namarti spam lists where you have like tons of thralls and reavers. Now those are actually going to be a thing.
Well,
thralls couldn't do it before because of the 1-inch range.
And their swords are as big as they are, so it makes sense. And then, reavers now too, with their 2 shots, rend 1 or whatever, they're scary.
Yeah, reavers are great.
Reavers, Eidolon, that stuff. Yeah, it's a mess.
As well as the turtle, I did borrow 30 reavers
from Nick.
So hopefully I'll be able to get those on the table, run 40 reavers at some point.
Yeah, I've faced that. It hurts.
Yeah, we'll pretty much wrap things up there.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this match. Saw elf on elf action. Elves won, elves lost.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, but don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, guys. That really helps the channel a ton. And if you want to go a step further, you can join the premium membership by hitting the join button below this video. You get to vote on matchups like this was voted on.
Vote OBR next time, please.
Yeah, you weren't happy about that. But voting on matchups, you get an extra battle report every week, our entire backlog, private Discord, tons going on there.
It's an active Discord too. We're on there all the time talking, so.
Yeah, it's great. So hope to see you guys in there. But no matter what, we'll see you guys soon in another battle report.
See ya.